requested Fortnite slimes. So I'm going to be making 2 out of a couple of them today. So the ones I'm going to be making today is the big potion, as you guys can see, and the mini potion. So for both of them, I have a jar here, along with a little mini jar. So now it's time to make the slimes. I've gathered some ingredients and I think this is gonna go great. So to start off, as you guys can see, that the big potion has a kind of like 2 different colors, I guess you could say. So we're gonna start off with the base color, which is kind of a dark blue. It's like a really dark blue kind of. And it also has some like gems almost like here and there, so we're gonna add in a couple. Perfect. And now for the pigment, we're going to be using some spray paint. It's not the actual spray paint, but it's just like craft spray paint. And I think that's the perfect shade of blue that we need. So that's the shade we're gonna use. It needs to be really dark for the bottom color. So we're just gonna really darken it up. So this spray paint smells horrible. So I'm just gonna quickly add in a quick scent, you know. That scent was marshmallows. All right, I think that's dark enough for our base. And I'm gonna add in some baking soda. Sorry for any background noise. And stir up more. And now we're gonna activate it using our baking soda and contact solution. I've already added in my baking soda, now just to add in the contact solution. And stir. So I'm really hoping that the dye doesn't come off on my hands, but it doesn't seem to be coming off. There is some dye in my hands from when I sprayed it and it went everywhere. So this is going to be our darker shade. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our jar and pop this in. My jar does have this little orange thing here, but we could take that out if we wanted to, but I think I'm going to keep it there because it helps the jar close. So let's just add in our slime. Sorry for the dog barking. We don't want to fill it up all the way because we still have to add the other shade. Okay, let's just kind of get out as much air bubbles as possible. So here we have our darker shade in the jar and it looks pretty realistic. Now for the lighter shade, we're going to use the same slime. But in my last video, I made a homemade air dry clay. So we're going to be using that. Yes, you can use that clay in slime. It'll be perfectly fine. It makes a great butter slime. So to make the shade lighter, we're going to actually grab some of that clay. Here it is. Rip out a piece and then pop it back away. And then we're gonna add in some of the clay just to lighten it up. Or if you didn't have any more of your darker shade, you could just make a lighter shade, don't add as much coloring, or add lighter coloring. So I think that's Okay, maybe for the lighter shade, let's add in a little more clay. I'm in love with this clay. Alright, so I think this is the perfect lighter shade. So it's kind of on a slant. So what we're going to do is we're going to slant the darker shade. And then add in the lighter shade. Sorry for any background noise. Okay, so there it is. I think we're gonna push down the lighter shade just a little bit. And we're gonna close up the jar. Hopefully we don't have too much slime in there. Ooh. And there we have our big potion. I'm just gonna play with it a little bit, maybe move around the lighter shade to make it more visible. You know. Alright guys, so this is the best I could do, and I think it looks pretty believable, honestly. I like it a lot, so let's do a little comparison. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to not play with it yet. I'll play with it at the end, and now it's time to make the mini potion. Alrighty guys, so now for the second slime, we're going to be making the mini potion. It is pretty similar to the big potion, but it is kind of lighter shades, I guess. So we're going to be making it in a little container because we definitely do not need a lot. Woo! My container fell over! Alright guys, so after a little while of cleaning, we finally cleaned everything up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dye it. This is going to be the darker color. There is more lighter color than darker color. Whoa guys, I would flip the container, but it would be pretty difficult to do without spilling it. But I don't know if you guys could see that, but there was like, it's dripping and it looks so cool. Okay, we're gonna add some more of those little crystals. Now we're gonna add some baking soda. Now we activate. If you have made it this far into the video, you guys have to comment down below. Let's see. Raspberry lobster tail. So if you have made it this far into the video, comment down below raspberry lobster tail. And that's how I'll know you guys are true Minion squads and I've made it to this part of the video. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take it out. Alright guys, so this is our darker shade. We're gonna grab our little jar here. And we're going to take some of the dark one, of the dark color, and I'm actually gonna squirt some contact solution in there, just in case things get a little bit sticky. Okay, and a little bit of contact solution on the toothpick. So now what you do is you pop the slime on there, and then you can use the toothpick or something to kind of move it around in there and make sure it's where you want it to be. All right, so that's where I want mine to be. And now we're going to lighten up the shade using some more of my homemade clay. Let me know down below if you guys would like me to do maybe a Xoxo versus Model Magic versus homemade butter slime clay something. Okay, so I'm just now kneading in the clay. Okay, here we have our lighter shade. I'm actually gonna take a little bit more clay because I want it to be just a little bit lighter than what it is. And I'm gonna knead that in. All right, and now we're going to do the exact same thing we did with the lighter shade and pop some in there. I mean the darker shade. This part doesn't seem fully mixed. We want to make sure it's fully mixed. Okay. Okay, now I'm just putting some into my little jar. All right, so I think that's enough, maybe a little too much. So I'm just gonna kind of move it around with my toothpick, make sure everything's nicely placed the way I want it to be placed. We're gonna slant it a little. Oh yes, this is perfect. So now we're gonna grab the little top and close it. And here we have our mini potion. Ooh. So here is the big potion and here is the mini potion. I think they look pretty realistic. Let me know down below some more Fortnite slimes that you guys would like me to recreate. Maybe we could do a part 2. So now what we're gonna do is end off the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below if you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget to comment raspberry lobster tail. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to become an official minion. And don't forget to hit that bell to become a member of the Slime Minion fam and notification squad. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. And don't forget to check out my second channel. Link is in the description, and my Etsy shop for more incredible slimes that you can purchase. Love you guys all, and peace.